And you're gonna post it? You should post the video on the YouTube.
Okay, so it's live now.
Yeah,
All you're going to do is, in a minute or two, we're going to bring in the video and audio and then disable the audio.
Repelling is really fun to put.
Now, we can't really talk once this is live because it picks us up better than anything, so.
That's this Friday, right, Mike?
When does this event take place? Is he gonna
Friday
wear a body
noon.
camera? Oh. Yeah. Is he gonna wear a body camera?
They have that, and they put a GoPro
Cool.
on the harness.
Cool.
He's got experience.
Not me.
Now you can do this, you can go.
I'll be on the ground floor watching them.
You're like me, I wouldn't fly anywhere near that kind of thing.
He said he's actually a little afraid of heights.
Yeah, no, I gotta take practice.
Wow.
Yeah, need both. That's commitment.
It's like a 1 minute delay.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna echo in here.
Tornado sirens aren't going off in here. Oh, near.
We might echo.
In the old building, it was like right above the desk. Like I had to put an alarm.
I parked out by the dumpsters one day when they went off, and I about aired my pants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sitting in my car.
Yeah.
There was some baby shoe water up my hand.
All companies and listening stations. This PA message need not be logged. Today is the final day on company for firefighter Greg Gary. After 33 years of service to the city of Columbus, both on the street and at the alarm office, Greg is hanging up his helmet and headset. Please join the crews at Station 23 in celebrating Greg's retirement by joining them for cake and ice cream this evening between 18 and 2000 hours. Thank you, Greg, for your dedicated service and the best of luck to you and your family in retirement.
Yay, Greg!
Time 12:01.
We only had one siren so far, right?
Yeah.
Unless it drowned it out, I don't think it did. Especially there.
Can I go ahead and turn it on?
So,
Not too bad.
No, it's no surprise.
okay, so you enable, and then it'll disable.
It's louder in my kitchen than it is in there.
Might as well go for it now.
Okay, with that, let's call this meeting to order. Please join me in an actual pledge to actual flag.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alright, Trustee Sierra. Trustee Sword.
Yes.
Superintendent Rhodes.
Here.
Township Administrator.
Here.
Chief of Police.
Here.
Chief of Fire.
Here.
Thank you. Our next meeting will be July 7th at noon at 3820 Cleveland Avenue. I'd like to make a motion to accept the agenda with flexibility.
I'll second.
Trustee Sword. Trustee Sierra.
Yes.
Yes.
And a motion to accept the June 2nd, 2021 meeting minutes.
I'll second.
Trustee Sword. Trustee Sierra.
Yes. And a motion to accept the June 9th, 2021 special meeting minutes.
I'll second.
Trustee Sword. Trustee Sierra.
Yes.
And fiscal survey report.
Alright, the May fiscal report. Last month, the township started on May 1st with $7,759,792 $623.49. Revenue last month was $382,462.93. Expenditures in the month of May were $444,667.91, leaving us with an overall fund balance on May 31st of $7,679,418.51.
Motion to accept the May 2021 fiscal report?
I'll second.
Trustee Sword,
Yes.
Trustee Seer.
Yes. So number 8 is a discussion of the mask mandate. I wanted to make sure that the board was aware. We got an email from Franklin County Public Health in there, the many weekly notices they send out. And there was one section in there that actually differs in advice about mask wearing from the CDC guidelines. So we were had a little conversation in department heads about, okay, which way should we go with this? So it said that Franklin County Public Health continues to advise businesses, schools, and organizations to request all employees, visitors, and customers continue to wear masks inside their facilities to the greatest extent possible. As the CDC describes, people can still get sick and possibly spread COVID-19 to others after being fully vaccinated. CDC recommends people continue to take everyday actions to protect themselves and others, and it goes on. So this is more conservative than what is actually in our IEP right now, and we talked about it and thought that an approach might be to leave things the way they are, but to really be watching sort of the weekly numbers about cases and go back and get more conservative if something pops there.
Okay.
So that was kind of, I guess we wanted to make sure everybody was aware that it might happen. You know, it may be that if things take a turn, that we end up back in mandatory masks for everyone, but we're happy with where we are for the moment. Does that about capture the spirit of that, guys?
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you. That's it for that one. Committee reports.
So during our June 11th produce market, 130 families were served with 5,000 pounds of produce. The Columbus Division Fire React team dispensed 24 Narcan kits while they were on site. We had a great turnout, great weather. It was a little warm, but it worked out well. Our numbers continue to climb, so we may want to talk about maybe upping our produce amount a little bit if they continue to increase over the summertime. But our next produce market is, do we have that date out yet, Chief Fraley?
They do, I'm 25th.
The 25th. So from the 25th, on the 25th from 4 to 6 p.m., we're still doing the drive-through style market. We ask that everybody wear a mask that volunteers, so we're all still in proper PPE while in the building serving you. There are no income or zip code restrictions. Anybody can come out and get free fresh produce, so spread the word.
Cool, thanks. So earlier this year, shortly after forming the Sustainability Committee, I had gone to a webinar last winter over the Ohio EPA's program, they call it E3, Encouraging Environmental Excellence for Communities. And we took a sort of an inventory as a committee, and everybody sort of put ideas down and gathered the things that we're already doing to be good stewards of the environment. It was a substantial list, and so we decided to go ahead and try and apply for this award, which we have received. So I want to thank department heads who thought about it and thought about their area and thought about the township as a whole and gave Mr. Huffman all the suggestions. I want to thank Mr. Huffman especially for putting all that together and drafting the responses for the application. I elaborated there in places, but he did bulk of that work, and It's really appreciated. Glenda helped look for some photos that we used for attachments, so it was really a team effort. And we can show off just a little bit of what we got. IOEPA, we're encouraging environmental excellence community, and it'll be listed on the Ohio EPA site. We're trying to see if they'll get us another flag so that we can hang one in both of our locations. But bill sustainability, that was kind of our first initial foray into thinking about it as an organization. So thanks everybody. Mr. Huffman.
I didn't really have much other than to remind everyone that back in the June 19th trustee meeting, resolution 20-12-020, we replaced the election day with Juneteenth. Juneteenth is June 19th, which is Saturday, so the 9 emergency offices, employees will have Friday the 18th off, so the offices will be closed there. I believe the Senate just passed something yesterday to potentially make it a federal holiday, so then it'll go on to the House for their vote as well. So potentially it could become a federal holiday. However, we will be off on Friday in recognition of observance of Juneteenth.
Are we doing anything for Juneteenth?
At this point, we have no activities scheduled. It's really the first time for us to actually have this day off, so it's relatively new to us. But I think going forward, we could definitely try to get some activities scheduled. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Chief Riley.
Yes, we'd like a resolution to hire Mia Lesko, Anthony Lawson, Brayden Coffin, and Joseph Smith as supplemental part-time firefighter EMTPs at a rate of $11 per hour to be paid from funds 2111-220-100 and 2281-230-100 effective today.
So moved.
I'll second.
Trustee Stewart,
Yes.
trustee Zero.
Yes.
And that was all we have.
Thanks, Chief.
What's the B stand for in EMT?
Basic.
Oh, EMTP, alright.
Chief Jones?
Just some information today. We had some discussion before the meeting. But just to announce, this Friday the 18th at noon, Officer Nathan Batters will be rappelling off the Chase Bank building downtown. He raised almost $3,500 for the Grace Haven Over the Edge Foundation and its program to help reduce and eradicate child sex trafficking. The overall goal of the organization had come close to raising $250,000 for this time this year. So we're looking for that on the 18th. And just a reminder, the last weekend of June, we will be hosting multi-jurisdictional training in our meeting room on legal updates with several departments from around Franklin County.
Thanks, Chief. Which building is it again?
The Chase Bank building. Brian asked me how tall it was. I don't know. I'll be on the ground floor.
Yep, I know. Watch out that first steps.
Broad Street, right?
Yeah.
On Broad. Okay, thanks. Superintendent Flake.
Good afternoon. Public Works has no new business at this time.
Okay, thank you. And we're down to appreciations, folks. Anybody?
I'd just like to say thank you for making this area across the street look like a park, finally. All the new grass that you put in there, that looks great. Really happy to see that.
Yeah, Public Works.
Does look really good.
And this fall we'll be getting some trees in. Too, so. Great. Anything else? Okay. What other items are there to come before the board?
Well, other appreciation, I'm really excited that you guys are back here. It's really nice to see your smiling faces. And
with that, I'd like to make a motion to enter an executive session pursuant to ORC 121.22G to discuss the appointment, employment, promotion, discipline, or compensation of public employees.
I'll second.
Trustee Sword?
Yes.
Trustee Sarah?
Yes. Be in the bunk room.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's good.
I have the car. I have to go. 25 floors, 357 feet.
Yeah, too high for me.
I guess good to see everyone. Bye.
5 feet's too high for me.
Bad joke, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, thanks, but I know that they're on regulars. Should we, for this election, have a chair? Chair of the board should sort of say. No, but it's like, it's like an idea, you know, sloppily a few times.
It's what it's referred to, right? They would do resolutions and all, but ordinances is just the word that tends to be used for people understand it more.
Oh, okay.
Let me figure out how to do
No, they
this.
can't. But there are ordinances that we enforce
Yeah,
from the ORC,
I mean,
but
I've
we
done
can't
it
create
before,
them.
but I didn't. Oh, okay.
So it's,
Yeah.
hope people understand that word. You may not be able to close that.
Why?
The sensors are bad on it. It keeps bouncing back and forth. We couldn't get it to close yesterday. But don't close it while Carol's in.
She's gonna water the plants.
Yeah, we couldn't get it to
Right,
close for
well,
ages yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, that feels good though with the
So
breeze
far,
coming
I
right there.
guess.
But yeah, Matt and I are going through resumes and stuff and different candidates.
Already?
Yep. Oh yeah, I got it posted and they got it on it. Glenda got it on Indeed last week and I got it out to the Code Enforcement Association.
Only 1 year experience.
Not important. It's not the most important part of the job.
Okay.
And I'm pushing for them to not ignore people who have good customer service.
At the beginning of the next month or
Because
something, you should tell Jane.
the code enforcement part,
Hey, we really need to have a little signage for
it's
our
a sheet of paper that you can learn.
residents. Maybe
They're
just
smart,
say,
they can
like,
learn that
resident
part.
township, yes,
It's the dealing with people and the making the deals and getting stuff done is the difficult part. So if you go get someone who's just got the ability to know all that stuff, that doesn't mean they're gonna be any use.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I've come to learn over 2 years. It's like, the actual rules, you can learn rules, it's a book, you know? And because we're not rules, so it's not that big of
It's
a
close.
deal.
We will probably never.
I'm done. Also, Rochelle will be here. I want to see where she stood on
What I'm used to
the
is
whole
like,
thing. I need to
talk this way,
somebody
and
so.
I don't remember to handwrite up there, like today's date, and then sometimes I.
This is my last meeting.
Last meeting. But this may feel like 8.
I thought there was another one this month, but there isn't.
6 maybe.
I actually got my appointment paperwork today from the court.
Definitely not.
Exactly what it is that you're gonna be doing.
Network administrator.
Chair.
So I'll be running the computers and networking for Cincinnati, Columbus, and Dayton. That's your courthouse, federal courthouse.
Maybe not the official thing, but like, even my favorite scratches are.
So that's great for you, not for us.
So I can have a list of who attended what meeting would be
It's
helpful.
normal for this place for the last 3 years. I think I can't remember now, you're either number 15 or 16. The last 3 years. That's never happened in all the years I've lived in Twin
Opportunity comes
We
on.
should have had a celebratory first day back cake. What they thought?
What?
Cake for the first meeting in public.
Should've.
Cupcakes. Yeah, cupcakes. I'm good, no chips.
Don't give away my chips. Those are my chips.
My chips.
Oh no, my chips are back there, sorry.
I'll run over to Kroger's real quick and get one.
Don't give Chief my chips.
Oh, John Eagle's powder, too much
Well,
better.
it depends on which one you go to. It depends on which one you go to.
The dental surgery, one of my stitches
No good.
is coming out, and I can feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it hasn't dissolved all
And then
the
you
way,
play with
so
it with your
it's now
tongue.
like, now it's like having a piece of string in your mouth. It's
Yeah.
like, it's irritating.
Yours are good. And they make
I had
really
all
good
4 of my wisdom teeth cut out when I was in, I think, junior high. That was not bad.
I had one that needed surgery because they pulled this one. They were like, well, while we're here, they go over to this one, they put the clamp on it, and it exploded in my gum.
Oh my gosh. No, you know what I remember about that surgery? I had my Walkman.
Yeah, the cakes there are good.
I'm only here for the selfies.
The 2 market districts here.
Get name placards.
Oh, okay, I don't know that. No, I had my Walkman. They told me I could bring my Walkman and my headphones.
Right.
So I must have had it like stuck in my pants or something, but anyway, I'm laying there in the chair, and when my tape was done, I had to turn the tape over. And so I managed to get the thing open, and I'm like,
The lady that's in the neighborhood.
and put my tape back in the Walkman, and the hygienist was like, can I help you with that? And so she put the tape back in there and shut it and played the thing. And then,
There's a laundry list of all the things I said when I was under the influence of the drugs, and it's like, ooh, yeah, I shouldn't be taking things like that.
whoa! Whose idea was that to open the door?
Lady backed into the side of my car, so I gotta take it in tomorrow and get it repaired.
Maybe.
No, it happened in the farm, and I was taking Griffin out to get Griffin out of the farm on the west side.
Sure.
And, with that, well, then 2 days later, on this side, I backed out, and that wonderful no parking sign across the street from my driveway, I backed into that. So both sides have to be fixed. So I gotta take it in tomorrow. Insurance is paying for the other side, I'm paying for this side. No, it can't. The bumper, the whole bumper has to be replaced. When she backed down, she.
No, it's salt.
Oh, paper cups. Okay, gosh. That's actually what I do with my salt. Except for I use like the cups, the plastic cups that they give you at the fair or whatever, you know, like the.
We really don't use them.
So then, this stuff is saved in this program on the laptop.
Yep.
So when we shut it down,
We bring it back up, all those sources will still be there.
okay.
I remember when I was in high school, I took several, junior high school, my high school seniors.
Who was Wendy Michael?
What?
Who was Wendy Michael?
Wendy Michael?
Yeah.
My church used to.
It says she has subscribed.
Oh, that's the feed from, YouTube.
I'm not sure if Alina's came up on that.
system for your central air?
Yeah, brand new furnace, brand new air conditioner. Oh, I gotta have it come out. I've been wanting to change for years and never got around to it. But anyway, they put the new furnace in, and then for the air conditioner, there's always been this pipe that comes down and goes around to the drain. Yeah, well, this time when they put the pipe in, when they put the new furnace in, where the filter goes, now has a little door, the other one didn't have. But what they did when they put the pipe across there, they put it so close to that I can't get the filter in without bending it around. It's just no good. Yeah, before I could just slide in, now I can't. So I have to call them and say, pick them out and fix it. There's no way the filter's not gonna do any good by the time I twist and turn it and put it in there. So, yeah.
Slide it out.
And then I went to Lexington 2 weeks ago, in the car freight hell, I haven't been in that in 10 years. Caused problems with my back and my legs, and I fell. And then, so it's been a fun, I don't know,
Well, I got it from you with
well, tomorrow I'm gonna go.
Did you get any thermostat?
Oh, yeah, they did, yeah. It's a nice thermostat, except it doesn't have light on it. I'm like.
They kind of push the screen and light it up.
Yeah, I tried, I may have to look and see, but I don't think there's a light on it. But they did put in 2 carbon monoxide things for me, and, there's something else like that.
about that high.
I made a mistake of getting a fancy thermostat first, an S3, and then I got.
Franklin Park, Longhouse Park, University
Well,
Playground,
I
whatever you
thought
want
it
to
was
call
better.
it.
Yeah. And so the tech guys were using Honeywell thermostats, but they didn't understand the next.
Think about.
So they had to come back like 2 or 3 times to figure out the wiring.
I don't know.
They figured it out, but I learned on the back end that Honeywell does a great job of training on their products, and Google's like, we're like, you're training all these old HVAC companies. Yeah. So, it was a lot of phenomenal.
Yeah, right now.
When I walked past it, all the thermostats were on.
Mine is just I don't want it, that's fine, I don't know. What I do is like, unless there's something, I fell all the way around there, I'm like,
Yeah.
My screen's dark all the time unless I push the lower left corner of the screen, then it lights up and then I can read it. So
I have to, I have to write the instructions.
start like maybe pushing directly on the screen itself. It might light up enough for you to see it and do what you need.
So between my smoke alarms and my carbon monoxide, I'm all set for that. Because when Brian came out, a year ago now, and checked my detectors, he put one down in the basement, I used to have one years ago, I didn't, and he put one out in my laundry room, so I got 4. One outside my bedroom, one upstairs, one in the basement, one in the laundry room. I don't use the upstairs, but I still like having the smoke alarm. Well, my parents used to sleep up there all the time when they came to visit. I like having the smoke alarm up there. If something happens up there, because I don't go upstairs very often anymore. I mean, I don't need to. Everything I need is on the first floor, so. I stay right up there.
I wanna look at doing a radon check or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't done that. You know, when they put the furnace in, they put some kind of, a couple pipes went out through, they vented outside, I don't know what those are.
Does it run all the way up the side of your house?
Oh,
The guy.
no, I know what it was now. The
That was
furnace
before
used to
I got,
vent into the chimney,
we were
and
way
they
the
vented
time.
into the outside of the
had
You
a
have
full
for
body
kids,
scan 6 months
they would go
earlier.
down there and
you
tear
see it.
apart graffiti stuff.
So.
How did you miss that?
I don't
Kids
know,
either,
like they
you know,
put up
just
some
picked
sort
up
of
by the
pseudo
police
stuff.
or drove up and then another group
They
of
show
kids
copies
would go
on
like every few years.
It's up in the
cycle
basement
up.
for several decades. Really beautiful house, I know, but it's kind of like a Franklin White House, but, well, so there's a sad family history right on.
Well, I know
We're
my
getting
cell
the
house
house
on
on
that.
that.
Can sell house on that.
And the, lead checks. When my house was rehabbed by Morrissey, my old house in 2010, they did a lead abatement. And then they said, keep this certificate, and it's $1,000, you can do the test. When I bought it in 2001, they weren't requiring that, like, they could do that. And then with this house I bought, I never became a call.
I don't think so many people did it over the one or
And maybe it has to do with what your house is. My old house was built in 27, and it's around 57. All I know is because there was lead on the exterior trim of the windows, or out of the windows. But I've been exposed to lead a little bit. Yeah.
it's kind of right
Does that sound deafening stuff up there?
probably asbestos.
Oh, you done drill holes up.
But yeah, it was, basically it's an insulator and then it's got a flat roof on it. Not much between this and the back, you can see where the leaks were repaired.
Yeah.
And one of these back corners was really bad.
I think it was 168,000. How much was it? I think 170,000.
Here?
Yeah. So we used J-Card.
They were trying, when they little contracted it out. Todd. No, he's, burned up the back of the DC. There was a, they did it for us. And they ended up with the, what it was, a J-Card. Yeah, so we found the bottle in there.
So you heard anything about your new neighbors on their porch?
Oh, what?
Hear anything about the new neighbors?
Yes,
They can start fires.
Jane came to the plant swap last week, asked briefly, and I said, do you know who bought the house? And she said, a couple bought it, they had 3 kids, so, great, she said, they're pretty, because I thought, that house is big enough, somebody could make a rooming house out of it. They could put 10 kids in there, yeah. But she was, family just, I know she's right. That's because she's got a lot of money. Yeah, but you'd be surprised, there's a couple realtors that can buy properties from here, they'll pay whatever.
So what's going on with Linda's property?
Well, one sells is for sale for $150,000. Well, did you see the inside of
Where
it?
the records live?
How much?
Carbon cheap for a razor.
Which one?
Yeah, somebody's got to put that much into it to fix it up.
Which one's it?
The third house down on the south, I don't know if you remember Juanita Adams that lives up on,
Oh, yeah.
it's by Jack Frost, the house right next to Jack Frost. Yeah,
One of them.
he's still alive.
How's his wife?
One of the guys are.
I don't know, I haven't talked to Jack in a long time. I haven't seen her for a long time, this has been months ago, that he was driving someplace and she was with him.
He was driving too.
Huh?
He was driving more than my.
Oh, he still drives,
Yeah. How old is this guy?
I'm not sure how old Jack is, he drives a red Oldsmobile. Red Oldsmobile. Yeah, It's like my Greeno pool I used to have.
Learning.
Yeah, he drives that.
For like the first month, showers to,
Right now, cheaper than I think she is in a facility. Go get her and bring her home for long and bring her back.
Yeah, my dad, my dad used to stop, and he used to make an adult sort of allowing daycare kind of thing for people having like it. Right. I spoke up it last year. My father hated it, but we do for him. I try to do like little magnet classes with it or something. It has to be something, everybody should do something special. They should take like a neuro facility, they specialize for memory issues. So he tells people what his hobbies and exercise. He wants to be able to help. And I don't know if he knows he's lying or why he's real selfish.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
Watching TV.
He would deny that he drank a half gallon of half a gallon in the past 2 days.
Right.
Radical's like E31 temperature monitor. So that's probably said something here.
That was years ago that we.
So it comes out of that outlet and feeds back right to that box.
This would be a temporary thing.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, it was fine until there was a white stuff.
Yeah. I wonder if we can just. Yeah, and low temperature.
Oh.
We don't have a problem with that.
Linda's probably, this is our second. And the next one that's gonna go up is Irene Knight's house, she's gonna look down here at the corner, it doesn't change. But I'm not sure what's gonna happen because she said the house is there.
Right.
Yeah, how long or how long
wonder
it's
if
there,
when that
how much
house-
damage they've done, I don't know. I mean, they could
Ford
have
there
been
put the
okay
guys
with the house.
smoking.
So she said these houses have been water now, no utility. So all kinds of stuff's going on inside. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if she did all that. I think she got utilities off.
Right, I mean, they're not, you come from Canada, that's just why, for Bill, and it's just, and then she has his assets.
That was the funny thing. I didn't think it said it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why she finally decided to sell the property.
You guys don't
Yeah,
get-
17 months ago, he had buyers for it, she video sales. Now, why all of a sudden she decided to? I bet she keeps one. I bet she keeps one. She'll probably keep the one next to Jane's house.
Are you done watering?
Solar panels, I've never seen these from these solar panels. He's on the sun north, it's second.
Maybe not.
It'll work.
No, I said, Jane told me that the next one that we was gonna sell is Irene's house.
Yeah.
Jonathan had
But
trouble
it's
with it
full
the
of
other
termites,
day.
so they have to have termites come out. Now, how bad it is, I have no idea.
So,
Depending on the
That,
damage,
the temperature
who knows
control.
whether they can even, they may
That
have to care if this
depends on
damage is
that.
too bad, they didn't have to, I don't know.
so, this is all done. Remember, it's done.
Well, that's what I heard too, she has a property in Utah that Jane says is worth $2 million. And if she sold that, she would be in fairly decent shape. And she wants to live in Mexico, God knows where she is right now, I don't know if she's in Mexico, or Utah. She's got those 2 little babies, she wants to live in Mexico, so they don't have to.
But you know, when they have the MRAP, every time we try to pull the MRAP.
Well, I mean, she's got a mother
It
and
has to leave the
home,
back
she
door
got
open.
little custody
Because
home,
they should
living
end
out
up
of
sealing
home in
themselves.
Mexico.
It got warm and it went, they couldn't do it.
Let's go from a ski resort to dry down.
What do you do to get into an oven?
What? Well, to me, it's a crime. Why would you want to be down there with 2 little babies by yourself?
Well, did you see what happened in Cancun over the weekend? People were out on the beach and.
Oh, yeah,
drug runners
right on,
caught
jet ski
jet
and
skis
shot.
she was-
Not even their target, just kind of tourists.
Yeah, to go there.
Well, listen, I feel so badly for the
Right now, as the sensors move,
Linda is now almost 60 years old and she's got 2 tiny babies.
good
And
one, see how it's flickering?
no
Yeah.
family.
Oh, she has no way.
She's got these 2 little babies.
But if it flickers, it's not gonna
If
bother
there's
us.
Mexico, I mean, I can't even think what might happen to the United States if they're longer. But
That's
they're
all
in
it
Mexico,
now.
Okay.
God forbid.
If it starts flickering, it'll pop the ball back. Ready to stop. Yeah, because that wobbles as the door's coming down, and then the door goes back up.
Well, she got wealthy because she got in on the ground floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think she'll
It's
hold on
solid
to this
there
one
and
just
there,
as
and
a
it's
spot.
fine.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't think
I
so.
don't
for a day.
know her well.
Because,
I mean, honestly,
you know,
it is
they
one of
ever
those
put
kind of
that
little
thing
projects
where
that he's
she's
good
got
at,
to get
so.
boards down to the plastic.
And this
She's
thing's
already
constantly
asked
doing
you
that.
Who would be a good attorney to talk to? I think she'll fight everything with this property. I really do. She may get rid of the others, but I think she'll hold on to this one for spite.
Sorry I missed the conversation, but I heard she has a multi-million-dollar property.
She does in Utah. And Jane told her, she said, sell that property, then you'll have the money to fix these up or sell what you need to do. So I don't know whether, as I say, why all of a sudden I saw that property on sale for sale, I thought, oh my God. Maybe she, I don't know if she's changed her mind, all I know is that this one's for sale, Jane said Irene's nice property is the next one, I don't know what. I said, well, what about the one she lives in when she's here in her parents' house? She said, oh, those houses, all her junk is stored in both of those houses.
You know, this one's been condemned.
Huh?
Franklin County has condemned this
Oh,
one.
have they? So what, how can she do anything about that?
She was given the opportunity by county to fix before condemnation. So now, if she wants to fix, they're going to hold her feet to the fire for every single permit, inspection, everything.
What about her back taxes?
And
I mean, they were all that high on that property, but all
They're
the
on all the
properties,
others.
last I checked, she owed over $56,000 in back taxes.
that's sizable.
What are the annual taxes, like 3,000?
My taxes with the homestead exemption are now over 4,600.
Mine's at 5.
And the, I don't know, the house that was sold for $400 and something, they're almost 10,000.
Right. And that's one of the reasons they're leaving.
2,500 square feet or whatever.
See, they doubled the size of that house a number of years ago.
Yeah.
They added on the back and literally doubled the size.
He'll do that himself.
Huh?
He'll do that himself.
No.
No. They moved out, and I forget how many months they were gone while that construction was done. It's really very lovely inside. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
You know, the way they got the money wasn't exactly great, because how they ended up getting the money was from Bill's parents. And Bill's parents got the money because Bill's sister, her husband, and 3 children were killed in the plane crash.
Oh, geez.
Do you remember, there was the Alaska airline plane off the coast of Los Angeles years ago that crashed? And they were on that plane.
And it was the airline's fault or something?
I think the airline, yeah, there was something about the plane itself that there was a problem. Because the kids were one of them was just a little baby, and the others were toddlers. But that's where they got the money to do all this stuff.
Well, it's a smart thing to do with the money.
But they apparently got their asking price in this house.
Over.
They're going over.
It was asking
Yeah.
$399.9, I think. Did you say 440 or
It was close to
something?
10% over.
Was it that much? Oh, wow. Well, I guess somebody said there was a bidding war and just kept going up and up.
Every house is.
Is it a family that buys or?
Now's the time to sell, but not.
Well, supposedly, from what Jane told me, it's a couple with 3 kids. Keep my fingers crossed.
Yeah, if you get like 11 students in that.
Oh, easily. That could become a real nice rooming house. God forbid.
Hold on for a second.
I know. As long as we didn't.
They need to move their chairs, let them move their chairs and make noise if they want to turn around. So you'll enable the audio and video first, and then disable the executive session.
Okay, we
now.
good? second session at 12:44. I'd like to make a motion to increase Inspector Feldman's pay to $27.07 an hour, which is a 2.5% raise. Effective,
We can go with last Friday, or last Saturday, I'm sorry.
June 12th.
I'll second.
Trustee Sword,
Yes.
trustee Zero.
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to raise Cassidy Carrero's pay by 2% effective today.
I'll second.
Trustee Sword,
Yes.
trustee Zero.
Yes. Motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
Thanks, everyone. A special thanks to all of the little meeting gremlins who set up and made everything happen for us over here.
It's like magic.
We have a mind to pick quite a bit before the end of the month.
I'm sorry, you have a what?
We have a mind to pick before the end of the month.
Jonathan has to download all this technology for us.
Oh, yeah.
He
Good luck
was
with
on
that
your
part.
drive.
Good luck with that part. We do not have the data storage for it.
Do this again in person when you 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys and gals.